Let's now answer this question before us. It is adapted from a VCAR 2018 paper 1 question 7. So it's adapted from a multiple choice question from 2018. It says, a study of antelope population in a wildlife park has shown that antelope regularly move between 3 locations, east, north, and west. Let A of n be the state matrix that shows the population of antelope in each location n months after the study began. So we're dealing with months here. The expected population of antelopes in each location can be determined by the matrix recursion rule, this right here. So as you can see, we've got a transition matrix, then we have A of n, and then we have our forcing term right here, and we're subtracting it, which must mean that D here represents the deaths of the antelopes. And when you kind of think about it, it's going to be like the net loss. So I'm sure some antelope are being born, some are dying, but overall, there's a net loss of 50 antelopes from east, from the north, and from the west. Okay, we continue to read here. And also, if we look over our transition matrix for a second, you can see just how they move. So for instance here, this 0.6 is saying that 60% of those that are in the north location in this month, well, 60% of those will be in the north location the next month. That's kind of how we read our transition matrix there. It says the state matrix A3 below shows the population of antelope 3 months after the study began. So 3 months after the study began, this is how many antelopes we have in the east, north, and west. What we want to do first off is find the number of antelope in the west location 4 months after the study began, as found in the state matrix A4. Give your answer correct to the nearest whole number. Okay, so in order to do this, what it is that we're going to have to do here is use our recurrence rule. Now, this is useful because they've given us A of 3. So that means if we want to find what A4 is going to be, what we're going to do is we're going to be following the rule up here. And let's just write our rule here. A of 4 is going to be T times A of 3 minus D. This is the rule that we're going to use here. So we're going to take A of 4, we're going to multiply it by our transition matrix, and this is where we might have to zoom in a little bit. It's 0.4, 0.3, 0.3. Then it's 0.2, 0.6, 0.2. Then it's 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. So that's T. We're then multiplying that by A3. And A3 is up here, so it's 161628002134. And then we're deducting our forcing term here, which was D, which is just 50 are being lost from the east, 50 are lost from the north, and 50 are lost from the west. And that is now what we're going to use to find our answer here. So we're going to figure out our answer now by typing this into our calculator. Before we do that, it's really important for you to notice something very important, and that is you might think to yourself, can I use my rule in which, do you know how up till now we have done things like this? We've done that, we use that rule. That does not work. That does not work when you've got a forcing term in there as well. You cannot do this. Unfortunately, you need to go through each option to see, you have to go through each layer, each recurrence, to follow on to the next one, which is real annoying, but it's important for you to know. All right, let's chuck this into our CAS and see how we go. So we're going to come over here, we're going to go there, we've got a 3x3 matrix here, and now we're going to type it in. So we're going to go 0.4, is it easy to do this? 0.2, 0.2, 0.3, this is 0.3, this is 0.6, this is 0.3, this is 0.2, this is 0.5, then I'm going to multiply it by a 3x1 matrix. So this is going to be 1616, 2800, 2134. Then I'm going to subtract from that another 3x1 matrix, 1, 2, 3. This is 50, 50, 50. Perfect. And then I hit enter, and those are going to be my answers right there. Let's just write them out in full. So I'm going to end up with 1583.2, 2755, 2061.8, close that off. It's important for you to know that this is east, north, and west, because now we have to provide our final answer here. And what is it? It wants to know how many are going to live in the west. Well, that's going to be this one right here, 2061.8. That's going to round up to 62. So let's now write that out. I'm going to say the following. Find the number of antelope in the west. Yeah, I don't have to list them all out. I can just do one. All right, so ready? I'm going to say, after 4 months, therefore, after 4 months, 2062 antelope. How do you spell antelope? How do you spell antelope? It's just E-L-O-P-E, right? Yes. Antelope will be in the west. After 4 months, 2062 antelope will be in the west. And that's because we're just reading that number there. All right, that's how you do it.